Welcome back to Crypto Comics, all of you delightful people in Webtown. Today we are going to talk about Turok, Dinosaur Hunter, and I never thought this day would actually come. Remember when we reviewed this Turok, Dinosaur Hunter, issue number 1 from Valiant Comics a little while ago? Well, in the comments section, a certain comic book writer left me a message. A gentleman by the name of Mike Barron, creator of The Badger. When I made the thumbnail for this video, Mike Barron mentioned that while I didn't like Turok Dinosaur Hunter number 1, that I should check out Turok Dinosaur Hunter issue number 10 because I used this image over here for the thumbnail. And he said, oh, it's really good. Well, he didn't mention in that message that he was the one who wrote it. So when I went to my comic book shop, I found this little bad boy, and I cracked it open. I was like, why is he recommending this? And then I realized, oh, Mike Barron wrote it. And so then I was like, well, that's interesting. Let me keep looking. And it turns out Mike Barron wrote issue 10, issue 11, and issue 12. I was like, whoa, this is a good little story arc by Mike Barron. I am willing to read this. I am willing to give Turok another shot simply because of the words of Mr. Mike Barron. And especially when I saw this one, I was like, whoa, they take Turok to Japan? This could be really, really good. So I said, I'll give it a shot. And so we're going to give it a shot right here, right now. Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. Last of the Kiowa. Written by Mike Barron. Pencils by Regs Morales. Utah. I had been on the rock a day and a night when the eagle came. Good sign, because my song was sweet. The eagle agreed to share his eyes with me. But the eagle stopped soaring, and all I could see through his eyes was my back. He is telling me to watch my back. Here comes this other person. What? He's about to shoot him with the bow and arrow. Bile, Andar's uncle, an old man of many winters, and I let him stalk me like a newborn deer. Don't shoot. Bile, you shouldn't sneak up on me like that. Who's minding the store? My nephew, Lark. I haven't been on top of this rock in 10 years. How are you going to get down? Don't worry about me, Sonny. Thought we'd have a little picnic, Tiswin. This isn't Tiswin. It's a Leinenkugel. Good beer. My Menominee friends. Bring it from Wisconsin. Got ham sandwiches, too. My thanks for letting me visit. Any friend of my nephew Andar. Besides, my guests love it. Adds to the local color. It wouldn't hurt you to be polite to them. I'm sorry. I'm not used to these rich white folks. Biles Dude Ranch pays for Biles Wildlife Rehabilitation Project. I got nothing against the white man. Got plenty against the BIA, but that's another story. How's the project doing? Can always use more money. Try and get on Oprah. Won't be a dry eye in America. Let's get off this rock. I've been up here long enough. So they climb down the rock. How many animals do you have? 6 coyote, 2 puma, 1 condor, and Monty, the white buffalo. Monty actually starred in a stockbroker commercial that was about the biggest infusion of cash we've had around here. Stop! No! And the whole house is burning down, and the animals have been slaughtered. Holy crap. What is going on here, Turok? Let us meet on the other side of the mountain. Bile. Lark! Who did this to you? It was a Chinese commanding a dinosaur. 6 heavily armed mercenaries. They killed the buffalo. Chun-Li Fat. You know this Chun-Li Fat? A trader in rare animal parts. For years he badgered me to buy Monty. Do you know why they want my buffalo? To cut off the horns. They believed powdered buffalo horn confers virility. The gallbladder, heart, and penis are also highly prized. Uncle, beware. They talked of an ambush. They had a dinosaur. Death rattle. May your spirit soar free, nephew. You will be avenged. Bile, I know the dinosaur.
I know how to kill them. But is it true? Such a beast should not be killed, but protected. No, these are not God's creatures. They are mother gods. They are evil. But, Mother God, is that not another name for Wonkatonka? No, she is mortal, but with great power. The dinosaurs she created can think. I destroyed their leader, but there are others. They are breeding. They can think? Yes. One of them must have formed an alliance with this Chun-Li Fat. Your nephew spoke of an ambush. The dinosaur must have told them about me. It will be in the canyon. But first, I must see what they did to my animals.
Ah! Eh, nah, hey, hey. They just gutted the white buffalo. That's awful. Settler trash.
They'll be waiting for us in the canyon. It's the only way out. Then we'll surprise them from behind. There are some cliff dwellings. I'll take the west side. Try to take one alive. I shall try. Across the arroyo, a glint of metal. They may be desert trained, but nothing prepares them for the reality. I have fought in the desert many times.
This is jive. Must be 110 degrees out here. This engine ain't gonna show. Can it, Clement? Mr. Fat gave us orders, and we're gonna follow them. Yeah, go easy on the water.
Pulls back the bowstring and launches the arrow.
No telling how long we'll be stuck out here. Dane! Ugh! Kee yee 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 yee. Zing zing vip vip. Big fight.
Bad luck. There goes my captive. Turok, you fool. Too proud to use a gun. You still have much to learn about this world. Those ruins, so well hidden, are not visible from the road. This old buffalo gun has still got some life in her.
Blah, 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 blah.
Dang, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Carl, it's the old Indian.
Bile is getting too old for this nonsense. He ducked in here.
Okay, I'm gonna spray the room. Stand back. Brrrap. Okay, I'm moving on to the next room. Make sure he doesn't duck out the back way. Oh, trapdoor. Mac! Hey, Mac! Yeah, okay, Geronimo. I ain't John Wayne in it like Mac.
The raiders are destroying our past.
It sticks in the wall. And he's going to treat it like a zip line and just glide right out of there like these beautiful eagles. Rawr. All of a sudden. Oh, it's the Valiant era. Turns out it wasn't.
Peace, brother. We have no quarrel. My brother, the cougar, reminds me that this world is not so different from the one I left. Out here, away from civilization, the elemental struggle continues. Go in peace, brother. I pause to offer thanks to Wonkatonka. The Kiowa are always the last to arrive. Greetings, Turok. I have captured a prize.
Meanwhile, elsewhere, General, Mr. Fat is here.
Send him up.
Please go up to the house, sir. The general is waiting.
Old decrepit hand.
Go straight through to the sitting room.
Mr. Fat, come in, come in. I did not expect to see you so soon. We had a bit of luck, General.
You mean such a creature exists?
It did exist, until I found it. Fang, give the General the buffalo horn.
Please, no smoking in here, Mr. Fat.
Do you want the buffalo horn?
Of course.
Momentary discomfort is a small price to pay for the gift of virility.
I'm reading this guy like he's American. Sorry. Let me try that again.
Ah, yes. Powdered horn of white buffalo. If this doesn't put lead in my pencil, nothing will, eh, Mr. Fat? Do you require a young lady? Someone refined and exquisite? I would, Mr. Fat. You can expect a visitor tonight. Say around 8.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Fat.
Who shall I send, Mr. Fat?
Send Wanda, and make sure she cases the place thoroughly. A man willing to pay $250,000 for powdered buffalo horn has other assets, stolen no doubt, from the South Vietnamese treasury.
Hey, let me out of here!
Ah, it sounds like Mr. No has awakened. Please, bring him to me in the Emerald Chamber. Mr. Fat, this is all a silly misunderstanding. Had I known you own the medicinal franchise, you knew Mr. No. You thought it would be too much trouble for me to track you down and put you out of business. I am a thorough man, Mr. No. It is the key to my success. I cannot permit anyone to encroach on my business. Mr. Fat, I can help you. I can get American eagles. I can get rhinoceros horn. I can obtain animals no Angelino has ever seen. Have you ever seen a dragon, Mr. No? A what? That noise. That pounding in the walls. No, let me go, Mr. Fat. I can serve you. I'll pay you. You shall serve me. Fang, show Mr. No our dragon. Remove his restraints. Be glad, Mr. No. The dragon symbolizes wisdom and strength. Should you partake of him, you too will gain these qualities. No! Of course, should the dragon partake of you, it will gain only protein. Greetings, meat.
Uh-oh.
Ah! The meat sings.
Gulp. Knew that was coming.
Ah, the meat satisfies.
Yikes.
Savor this irony with me, Fang. A dealer in rare animal parts, eaten by a rare animal.
Not all, Mr. Fat. The torso and one leg remain.
What to do? Leave the parts in an alley as a lesson to others who would tread on Chun-Li Fat's territory? But perhaps that is a waste of meat, Mr. Fang. Wrap the rest of Mr. No in plastic and store him in the walk-in.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Fat. The dragon has finished his meal.
That dragon is greedy and has acquired the taste for human flesh. Where will we find its next meal?
Hey, let's cut a deal. It's your call, Bile.
I am old, Turok, and I've lost the taste for battle. I will kill him and go home.
Wait. You may go home, and he may die, but it doesn't end here. This Chun-Li Fat has somehow acquired one of Mother God's monsters.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Sitting Bull, how about it? Turn me loose. You and me can join forces. Put Chun-Li's fat in the fire.
Tell me where I can find Chun-Li Fat. Tell me about the dinosaur.
Turn me loose, Tonto. I spent 6 years in Danmora, and I ain't afraid of you.
Tell me about the dinosaur.
Ah!
He's gonna cut his nose off. That fat Cherokee nose job out of nowhere. Oh, there you go. You get a little of this. You know what? You know what I feel like? I feel like pulling this bad boy out immediately. Because Turok is in Los Angeles. Chinatown, to be specific. Oh, Mega Man 10, there it is. And you know what? I don't want to spoil this for you. I'm going to spoil a little bit though. Look at that. Oh boy. So yeah, I really like this. Mike Baron is a great writer. Mike Baron took a character who I am not a fan of and made me a fan. That's how good of a writer Mike Baron is. So, if you're looking for something cheap and enjoyable, try Turok, issue 10, 11, and 12. Forget all about Turok number 1. In fact, I hate this comic. We've talked about this. You can watch the review and understand why I hate it, because it's filled with Valiant characters you don't know and an intricate plot that's all built around this stupid Unity crossover they did. So they do this giant, 18-part Unity crossover, and then you just, you unsuspecting customer, pick up this Turok Dinosaur Hunter #1 with the awesome chromium cover, and you're like, oh, I'm going to find out about a Native American hunting dinosaurs. And you get it, and it's got all this stuff and all this backstory, and you're just like, what is happening? Who are these people? I don't understand. And well, it took me 25 years to understand, and now I'm here to tell you. You can watch the review on Turok #1. You can watch my review on the Unity crossover, but in order for you to have a good time, you're not gonna, you might enjoy me taking a big dump all over those comics. But really, if you want to have a good time with Turok, and I think you do, I know you do, you need to pick up Turok number 10, 11, and 12. Mike Baron will treat you to a really great story. And then I finally, all these years later, get to destroy this stupid... We'll keep the chromium, though. We're going to keep the chromium. We're just going to get rid of the rest of this crap, because we don't want this. We don't want this stupid little comic book anymore. Screw that. Screw that. Screw that. We're going to keep... Let's just get rid of all that. We don't need any of that. There we go. So now we have awesome Turok versus crap Turok. Turok Dinosaur Hunter, number 10, 11, 12. If you're looking for even more awesome Native American action after you pick up Turok Dinosaur Hunter 10, 11, 12, written by Mike Baron and drawn by Riggs Morales, check out Legends of the Lone Wolf, written by yours truly, Doug Garrett, Matt Veely, and some other awesome people. Still available on Indiegogo. We are about to go to the printers. So, this is your last chance to get a book that is now over 100 pages long for $20. We're talking 100 full-color pages for a measly $20, written and drawn by a dozen young creators who are very hungry to entertain you. So, pick up Mike Baron's work, pick up Legends of the Lone Wolf, and stay tuned for another totally awesome comic book review right here on Crypto Comics. Thanks for watching.
Legends of the Lone Wolf. 80-page full-color anthology. With your support, we will bring you a perfect bound 80-page book of the highest quality. Everyone involved has donated their time and talent, and all the money will go to printing and shipping before any of the creators turn a profit. Unlike other anthology books, Legends of the Lone Wolf contains a 38-page feature-length supernatural story. That's nearly twice the size of a regular comic book. This campaign is the only way to get the variant aged edition of Lone Wolf's #1. This highly unique version of our first issue will be printed on a stunning aged newsprint and features a cover by the one and the only Muttman. So don't sit on your hands, Wolfomaniacs. You're gonna have to get out there and grab a copy for yourself. Ooh, yeah! Dig it!